Hello, I am Baron from Baron's Military Masks, and in today's video I want to go over a gas mask I've already reviewed previously in the past, but for some reason that video was deleted by YouTube or by myself, I cannot recall, so I'm going to be redoing the review. Hold on. Alright, I apologize. It looked like the lens was sort of cracked, but it's not. I'm going to have to put another coat of silicone lubricant on it because it looks pretty dirty for some reason. I already cleaned it with silicone lubricant a while back, and it's sort of looking kind of degraded currently, so I'll have to redo that. This is my Canadian World War II Mickey Mouse gas mask. Not really. These masks weren't really called the Mickey Mouse gas masks. They were called the Small Child's Respirator Mk.III. The Mk.III part being the filter. These were made, of course, for small children aged 3 to 5 who couldn't fit in the standard General Civilian Respirators during the Second World War. This is a clone of the British Mickey Mouse gas mask, or the Small Child's Respirator, which came in both bright red and this black color. There is some speculation that this mask may have been called the Minnie Mouse gas mask, but I don't really know where that came from, other than a few collector terms. This wonderful mask you see in front of you, this wonderful specimen, was originally owned by JJ, or Johannes Mueller of Gas Mask Lexicon, RIP JJ. He passed away sometime in 2014, if I remember correctly. And I know like a lot of masks that came out of his collection that have sold recently. I know that Swiss Ferd Gasmaske, I believe that's how you pronounce it, went to Duke. But I can't recall any others other than this one that came out of his collection. And then the second owner being Jeremy Plum, or Duke Firebird JP. If you are in the gas mask collecting community on Facebook, or if you've been in this community for quite some time, you probably know who Jeremy is. He is a really good gas mask collector. I would go look him up on YouTube. He still posts somewhat. It's Firebird JP, all one word. All of his videos, he's retired with gas mask collection. I know it sounds like a job, it's a hobby, but you can still retire a hobby. He stopped a while back. The video on this mask alone is from 11 years ago, if I remember correctly. I have to go look that up again. But yeah, this mask was in his collection around 11 so years ago. He got this straight from Johannes' family when they sold off his collection, or just gave his collection away to other collectors. This mask originally had a metal tin that would actually keep it in. A metal tin that you would keep the mask in. Sorry, I'm dyslexic currently. But unfortunately, Johannes' family did not send out the tin that was originally on his website, Gas Mask Lexicon. So that's unfortunate. I'll have to end up trying to get probably a British tin for this mask. I know they originally had the cardboard boxes, much like of course, the Canadian General Civilian Respirators, and of course the British models as well. But you can't really buy those alone, and if you do, they're probably going to be for General Civilian Respirators themselves, and wouldn't really fit these that all too well. Then a while back, Jeremy sold this mask to some guy in Britain, I think. I got this from British eBay. It was a long process and cost me around $128. I got this a while back from that man. He commented on one of my TikTok videos saying that he bought it from Jeremy a while back, and then I bought it from him. But I don't know who it is currently. I believe I deleted the video on this mask specifically. But then now it's in my collection, and it's probably going to be in my collection forever. Hopefully. These masks are not actually too common. They show up occasionally. The current one that's up right now on Etsy, I believe it's Etsy, it's like $300. That's not a good price for one. They're only really worth around $100 so. They're pretty common in, like, of course, Canada or Britain maybe. I remember Alexander Hubert. He had, if I remember correctly, it was like around 5 or 6, maybe 4 of these particular examples, and they all had boxes. So yeah, they're sort of easy to get in the country they were developed, of course, Canada, but not so much in the United States. This mask is literally a 1-to-1 clone of the British Small Child Respirator Mk.III. As you can see, the filter is generally the exact same. It is very small. Here's my hand. My hand is not very large. There's my hand up against it. Flapper valve is still the exact same, but it is in black rubber. Britain also did make black rubber General Civilian Small Child's Respirator Mk.III's. I remember an incorrect collector's designation used to be General Civilian Respirator Mk.III for these. That's not true. Here's the Mk.III part, General Civilian Mk.III on the filter. This one's dated December of 1942. And then that has another stamp, April of 1943. Here's the Canadian proof stamp. Here's the bottom. Weirdly, this little section is devoid of holes, so I'm not sure what that's about. There's some either cotton or something poking through. I'm not going to say it's asbestos because I don't think... Did the Mickeys have asbestos? I can't remember. I think the Mickeys did have asbestos, but the Contex pre-filters that you see on most of them don't actually have asbestos. I can't recall. I'll have to consult Incense Dragon's words on that sort of stuff. But yeah. Here's the actual mask itself. Of course, very, very small. I have to go through it again with some more silicone lubricant again because you can see it's a little deteriorated. There's some rubber coming up a little bit. And here's another Canadian proof stamp. There's some glue on the bottom. I didn't do that. That's factory glue. Here's the 60mm inlet valve. You can put a M9 style M11 filter on that, or any M9 style type filter. The lenses have anti-fog inserts or something in there, and they've degraded over time. They used to be white when they were in Jeremy's hands. Now they're a nice smooth brown. You can sort of see through them. And the only reason I knew it was actually Jeremy's mask is because this right here, this little patch of rust, you can definitely tell it is Jeremy's. And I even posted it to the GMCC, and he was like, "That's cool, you got my mask." It was one of my favorite masks in my collection. So it's nice to see this in good hands now. And it's definitely in good hands. Oh, that's actually not all the way on. There we go. Sorry about that. That probably looked terrible. The little head harness, the blue head harness. Here we go, actually. Forgot to buckle this up. That's how it would originally go. To buckle it up. Here we are. Standard 6-point head harness. And the flapper valve, standard for all Mickey Mouse type masks. Okay. You're able to take those lenses off, but I'm not going to do that because it would be a absolute pain in the arse to take it off. Let's actually take this off this off the head really quickly. There we go. It's kind of always scary getting it on a head because it's so small and fragile. And it's from 1943, so it's kind of nerve-wracking trying to get it on the head and stuff. And here's the inside. There's the little tiny hole for where the flapper valve would be. Here's the inlet valve, inhalation valve, standard rubber valve. There we go. No markings on the actual valve intake. Very simple mask, dated January 18th, 1943, lot HO203. DRC, Dryden Rubber Company. That's not true. It's not Dryden Rubber Company, I don't believe. I cannot recall what DRC means. I'll have to look that up. I'll probably put it in the video somewhere. Hopefully I remember that. I'll just look through the GMCC. Hopefully I can find something regarding DRC. You can see the inside is very, very, very small. There's no size stamp on these masks, unfortunately. But yeah, you can definitely tell. Very small. Very, very, very small mask. Sorry. Here's the molded chin seam right there. Sort of looking worse for wear. Some cracking in the rubber, unfortunately. Not my doing. It was like that when it came in. See that these head harness tabs are sewn or pressed into the mask. Sort of rusted, unfortunately. There's weirdly some stippling on the sides right here where the buckle tabs are. And here's the slightly rusted head harness. It's a 3-part. So it's rock solid. Then let me show you the mask, or the filter on the mask once more. There you go. If you go on Google, you could probably see this. That is what it, if you go on Google, look up Canadian Mickey Mouse gas mask or just Mickey Mouse gas mask, you'll probably see this. It is the one that you see when you look up Mickey Mouse gas mask. It is this. The first one you see that looks identical to this. So yeah, this is the example you see on Google all over the place. But yeah, again, short video, sort of, but there's not much to really talk about other than how cool this mask is, and the fact that it was, again, owned by Jeremy Plum and Johannes Mueller. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I can get more videos out soon. It's just kind of a drag getting a bunch of U.S. industrial gas masks down here and then getting them all the way back upstairs. But yeah, this has been Baron from Baron's Military Masks, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys.